Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to start my next daily reading vlog for August. So it is August 2nd. I've just gone out of the house and I got a breakfast burrito, and I did get a coffee because, again, it's the weekend. Not that that stops me during the week right now. Another thing I have to work on later. Anyway, so I don't have any like solid plans of any sort. I mean, the only thing I knew I was going to go out and get stuff in the morning. I might go out for lunch somewhere. I'm trying to decide if I want to go to a used bookstore that they're closing. She's getting a new location, but they're having a sale. But I'm thinking by now the sale's been going on for a while of her trying to get down inventory, and I'm just not sure I'll find anything, but I might still go. But it's over in Hillsboro, so I haven't decided if I want to go that far today. I don't know. I might be too lazy. Yes, Cooper is down here crying. Just so you know, he's here. But reading, so I don't know what I'm going to do like out and about. So I kind of figure I'm going to go out to lunch and then have a quiet afternoon and evening at home. I just haven't decided if I'm going to go book buying yet. We'll let you know. I was kind of hoping I have a gift card coming from Barnes & Noble that I got coming, and it's not here yet, so I can't go to Barnes & Noble, so oh well. Not that I need any books, seriously, Amy. Anyway, but because I have a book haul that I need to do, which I'll be filming today or tomorrow. I haven't decided if I want to do it today. So what I'm reading right now, I did start The Diplomatic Lover by Elsie Lee last night, so I'm going to read a chapter a day at least. I think the next chapter is about 17-18 pages. Again, it's kind of small print. And again, this is a book that was published in 1971. It's one of my mom's favorites. I've had it on my shelf for 2 years, so I need to read this to get it back to her. Is it like she has plenty of books to read, but I do want to give her back her book. So I told myself I had to read it. So this is about a woman who works with diplomats, and she works in one of the offices, and I think she knows different languages, and the first chapter is kind of showing her at work at this diplomatic's office, and then her working with her coworkers. Some of them are her roommates. One of her roommates has a house that she rents out rooms, and so she is one of the ones who rents. And I'm pretty sure they're in DC from the picture of DC. Anyway, so she is 23, and she is a self-professed virgin. She told somebody a couple years before, and of course that rumor went around because people are mean, and they didn't mean it. She didn't do it meanly, but it still was mean. Anyway, so she still has guys coming up trying to get with her because she is a virgin. Anyway, so it's her 23rd birthday, so she's now starting to think she's ready to be done with that. But so one guy she meets at this reception, he's thinking he might get lucky, but he gets pulled into a meeting. So she is getting a ride from another guy, and he is like a famous actor, and he is over 10 years older than her. And so he says he'll give her a ride back. They know each other through the person she rents the house from, or I don't remember if it's the house or one of the renters. I don't remember. They're like, I think foster brothers, or I don't know if it's step. I can't remember. I think it was foster. And so she knows him, but, she's attracted to him. Anyway, but he says, hey, I'll drive you home, but I have to stop at my place first to make a phone call to LA. And again, this is the 70s, so they have to go home to make the phone call. Anyway. And then and he's like, you could have a drink and then I'll take you home. And I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Anyway, I'm only chapter 1 in, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I don't like the writing style that much. I mean, again, it's from the 70s. It's a contemporary romance. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I told myself I would read it though because it's one of my mom's favorites from then. So we'll see what happens. I am listening to Gunmetal Magic by Ilona Andrews. This is a reread. This is pretty much 5.5 in the Kate Daniels series. It's part of the the world of Kate Daniels. So we're following Andrea, which is her best friend, who is a hyena shifter, and it's her It's her story. It's kind of getting her backstory more than what we've heard. She has had kind of a rough ride. The first few books the last few books that we've read with her in it. As you know, again, she's been a side character, so this is her story. And I read a little bit listened to it a little bit this morning in the car. So I'm probably about 80 pages in, so not super far. So this will be my audiobook when I am not listening to my buddy read, because right now I am going to start Secrets of a Summer Night by Lisa Kleypas. So this is the first book in the Wallflowers historical romance series. So I've never read it from this author. This is one of her famous series. I know people have talked about it for years, and I've had this copy on my shelf for years. So Berna at Burnish Brokerage Adventures and I'll be reading this over the next 5 days. So I have to read about 82 pages today, 84 pages. So the first 6 chapters. So I'm going to do that. I have the audiobook out from the library, so I will be listening to that while I play with my spreadsheets and book journal this morning, and then then I'll make a decision if I'm going out. So I was gonna film in my car again when I got to Dutch Brothers, but there was nobody in one of the lines, so I went right through, so couldn't fit. So that's why we're doing it here. Anyway, so I will check back, or there'll be some B-roll footage, or maybe I'll come back after I've read my first section of that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I will check in later. Okay, guys, it's almost noon. I have spent much of the morning in here after I went and got coffee and stuff. I played on all my spreadsheets. I did not get to my book journal, which I will play with that tomorrow. Today I got kind of distracted. I did do my book haul, so all the books are gone that were here. But that took a lot of rearranging in my shelves. So I have a lot of books, and I have a lot of books that I'm not sure I'm going to read that are in my guest room closet that's in that other room, that are historical fiction, literary fiction, just general fiction of stuff that I've collected over the years. A lot of it, a ton of that stuff is mostly been thrifted or with credit or at library book sales. And I'm just not sure I'm ever going to read any of those. But I'm not, I don't really want to go through those right now. But what I am doing is I've stacked them differently in there. I don't want to show it because it looks horrendous right now. But I have a couple of bookshelves, shelves down here that I've just collected hardbacks and things. Again, they're the same kind of things as the stuff in the closet. And I think what the closet is going to become is it's kind of right now is going to be kind of my graveyard bookshelves. There are a couple in that guest closet though that are not. All my Susanna Kearsley are in there. And so those ones, most of them I've read. I have a few more left to read, but she is still in there, and a couple other authors that I don't want to get rid of those books. So it's not quite a graveyard, but it's getting close to that. So at some point I will probably get rid of a lot of those books, but today is not that day. Anyway, but I have moved books around and stacked them kind of out of the way so that I have at least some room, and I'm going to move some of these hardbacks that I have down here that I don't know if I'm going to read, but I'm not ready to get rid of them yet. They're mostly ones I'd have to give to a library book sale or Goodwill or something like that, because they're not great conditions. They're just, they're stuff I got at library book sales. So, but I want to rearrange it so that ones that are closer over here, I have more space, because again, I have started reading romances again, or contemporary romances and dark romances and mafia romances, and I don't have enough room for the books that I have. And I want to rearrange this corner, so it's mostly romance. Again, I still have above here is all my, no, this way. No, over more. I can't do it. This, anyway, a lot of that is, oops, that's my stupid tripod falls, is still my urban fantasy favorite series kind of stuff. So I don't want to move those yet. So we'll see. I am I am reassessing my shelves again because I have a lot of books, and I'm not doing a full rearrange. I had to find room for the books I just bought last month, which was a lot. And then I'm looking at the ones going, well, what am I not pulling for? So I think I'm going to put a lot of stuff that's at the bottom into that closet and make, again, it's more of a choice of, I'm not thinking about, like, some of that's epic fantasy that I'm just not in the mood for a lot of it. I still am interested, but right now is not an epic fantasy mood. I think I'm definitely closer to the romantasy, paranormal romance, urban fantasy side of fantasy right now, cozy fantasy. But I don't know. We'll have to see, because again, romance has kind of taken over a lot of my space that I did have in here, so I need to find more space. So anyway, so I did that for the last 2 hours after I filmed my video, or last hour actually. Filmed the book haul. So anyway, everything's done for now. I left the spaces in that other bookshelf, and I will, maybe tomorrow I'll have the motivation to move stuff. We'll see. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. And I'm kind of concerned that if I get one of those shelves in my shelf by shelf, I might have to pull them all out and put them on the bed, because the books are going to be so stacked in there, I won't be able to show them in there because I've really stacked them kind of sideways, or, so you can't see anything. You just see ends of books. Yeah, you can't even find anything now, which is fine because I'm not pulling from that bookcase. Like, most of those books, except for the ones that I've put aside on the smaller bookcase, are books that most of them I'm not touching. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I have only read a little bit of the Secrets of a Summer Night. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. The writing's fine. It's the premise I'm not sure. I like the idea of the 4 women. I guess it's a 4-book series. I thought it was a trilogy, but I guess it's a 4-book series. And these women are going to help each other find husbands. I'm not sure how that's all going to go. But I'm already kind of unsure about the guy that is the main lead character. So we'll see. As I said, I didn't get very far. I only got about 20 some pages in, so I still got a bit to listen to and read. My audiobook didn't have the prologue, so I had to read the prologue separately. So that's why I kind of stalled out, because I looked at the book and I'm like, wait, where's the prologue? It's not, the audiobook didn't have it. So I had to go back and read that, because it makes sense, because it's when they met a few years before the main book. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I don't know. It's noon. It's noon right now. And I have no motivation to leave the house. And I have kitties who are whining at me because I've been playing in the office for so long. And of course I was moving books around and stuff. And I filmed, and Cooper, of course, got to be on, because he likes to do that. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't want to cook anything. I have to cook stuff tomorrow because I canceled I'm going to cancel my Factor membership that I had got that service. I just got tired of eating the meals. They were fine, but I just got tired of it. So I need to find some other things, but we'll see. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. So I might just run out and get something and come back. I don't think I'm going to go book shopping, which is probably good after doing this. I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't need anything right now. So maybe that helps me not buy anything the next week. I can't guarantee it'll go longer than that because I have a tendency to buy books. Anyway, but we'll see what happens. Yes, baby. I'll figure out something. Anyway, I will check back in probably after I get, I really don't think I'm going to do much. I don't know. I can't decide what I'm going to do. Well, when I make a decision, you'll see it or I'll tell you. Okay, it's about 1:10 and I just finished my chapters for today. I don't know. I think the writing's fine. I think it's definitely, it's not Regency, but this is historical. It's 1840s, 1843 to be exact, the main story. So again, she's trying to get a husband because her family has lost money after her father passed away, and they are barely hanging on. And I just don't like the fact that all the guys don't want to marry her, but they want to make her their mistress. And the one guy that she's attracted to but doesn't want to be attracted to, you know, he definitely is on that, and he doesn't want to get married. So it's just like, I don't know, not my favorite trope at all. But I like her, and I like the girls that will follow in the other books. I think they're all cute together. Again, I got 84 pages in it. The audiobook is not word for word, which again, they didn't have the prologue, which was weird. And then I read along with it the last couple chapters while I was sitting here, and it would skip paragraphs or some dialogue and stuff, and I'm like, why? I don't know, and I don't see anything on here that says this is like a redo. So I'm not sure why the audiobook, maybe older audiobooks, some of them are not as, weren't as every word on the text. I want every word. That the whole point is, anyway, it's not making me happy. Anyway, so I don't know if this is a book I'm gonna have to immerse read, because I'm missing. It's just little dialogue things, and some of the dialogue changes too. So I'm like, I don't quite know what's going on. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I definitely I'm gonna read tomorrow and see what happens, because they're at a house party now. It's the end of the season, so it's June, and they're, now they're a little bit more desperate. So they're at this house party, and the girls are all trying to get the Annabelle, the main character in this one. She's the one who's been on the shelf the longest. So they want to get her married first, and then they'll work on the other books will be the other girls. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, and again, it is interesting to read another historical author that I have not read before. I've not read this author before, so I don't find the writing bad, or the dialogue or anything like that. It really is just premise-wise, I'm not sure how I like that. So anyway, I need to go figure out lunch. It's, as I said, it's 1:10. I did eat a big breakfast, so I didn't need anything right away. So I don't know. I still don't think I'm going to leave the house. I'll see. I don't know if I can get myself motivated. I don't have any other... It's really just for food. So really, I don't need to leave the house. So I could always just... I don't know. I do have to go to the library and drop my book off, the Strange Houses that I read the week before. I need to turn that back in because it's due, and there's people waiting for it. So I should have taken it back this week, but I just never got around to going that direction after work. So I do need to do that. I probably could go do that and then stop somewhere. It's going to be like 80 something today, so it's pretty sunny out there and warm. And maybe I'll go to Dairy Queen and get some food and a dessert for later. I don't know. We'll see. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go figure that out. But I have read my buddy read pages for today, so no more of that today. I think I'm gonna listen to Gunmetal Magic in the car if I go out. And then when I get back, my first thing will be to read another chapter of The Diplomatic Lover. So we'll see how that goes. And then I will focus on the book that I am reading for another video, because I'd really like to get a good chunk of that done today, because I still have I think I have still like 240 pages left of this book. So, because I don't really want to start anything else. I want to get it done. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I will check in a little later. Hey guys, so I'm back. I did go to Dairy Queen after the library. Anyway, and then they messed up my order. I ordered a certain kind of burger and I got something else. Not what I wanted. I was not happy. Anyway, it was fine. I probably didn't need the bigger burger anyway, but I paid for it and it kind of pissed me off. Anyway, I'm home. So I have read about 16 pages of The Diplomatic Lover. Again, this is my mom's book. So Chapter 2 happened like what I thought. The way this book is going, it's pretty much a coming of age story in a way. This 23-year-old who has kind of put herself in a kind of a box, and she's trying to break out of it. And she's very confident in herself. Like, she made her decisions, and she's deciding to change what she does. And again, this is in this early 70s, so I think this is very like radical to me. Like, I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool that was that kind of book. But she, I mean, she, as I said, things happen in chapter 2. It's really interesting because, again, I've read a lot of sexy times in other books, so this is just written differently because, again, it's the time period and a different writer. So, that was interesting. And then, as I said, I think she is going to pursue somebody, and I'm not sure it's going to go well. I'm not sure. He doesn't come off badly, so I don't know how it'll go. I mean, again, I've only read 2 chapters out of, I think, 11 or 12. I think it was 11, but it could be 12 chapters. I might have missed where it was. Anyway, some of the chapters are pretty long. I think the next one is a good, almost, I think, 20 pages. Oh, it might be another 18 page, 16 to 18 page one. So, anyway, I'm going to stick to just reading this once a day, 1 chapter. I don't think I can handle any more than that, but I am going to work on that. So, I'll be working on that. I didn't figure out where I was in Gunmetal Magic, but I am making progress. So once I come back, maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more. Anyway, I'm kind of all over the place. Anyway, so it is almost 3 o'clock, not quite yet. So I'm going to switch to reading the book that I'm not going to have in this vlog, but I do want to make some progress. So I might read that for an hour or so and then switch to something else that I can talk about. I don't know. I have so many books. But I don't know. It matters if I get really into the other book, and then I might just focus on that and try to get as much done today so I can finish it tomorrow, because that's kind of my goal. But I don't know if that's going to happen. As I said, I have over 200, and I think I have 220 pages, 240 pages, something like that. So we'll see. Anyway, but I am enjoying my reread of Gunmetal Magic. I don't remember how things go in this book at all. This is, again, it's been 4 years. I don't remember. So I'm just excited. I just laughed so much during the part that was happening today reading this, or I was listening to it. So I really liked it. So I don't think I got yeah, I don't think I got quite to 100. I think I'm like 80 pages in. Anyway, so I'll figure out where I'm at, because I don't actually know. Anyway, so I will check in later. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I probably should have come back earlier to finish off this vlog. What is this hair doing? Anyway, it's about 9 o'clock, so I'm going to close out the vlog for today. I did make really good progress on my book. That's for the other video, so I got 2/3 into that now, so I only have 1/3 left, so I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow. Then I can start some book that I can talk about. So, but overall, today was a weird reading day. I mean, again, I did start my buddy read, which, again, I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I am continuing my reread of Gunmetal Magic, which I am enjoying because I don't remember much of the plot of that one. So it's really fun to get back into that one. And it's urban fantasy and I love it. And Alone Andrews is a favorite. This one is going weirdly, but I'm gonna still read a chapter a day. We'll see how it goes. And then, as I said, the other book that I'm not talking about in this video, you'll see in a couple of days when I put out my shelf by shelf video. So anyway, tomorrow I don't have to do anything except for chores around the house, like dishes and laundry. I don't think I have anything else. I still haven't done my book journal because I didn't make time for that this morning, and again, I might do more library work of moving books around, because I did move stuff in that closet, and I do kind of want to move some stuff in there. But I don't know if I feel up to that. It'll just depend on how I feel tomorrow. Tomorrow might just be a lazy day. I do have to go to bed early on Sunday because I'm gonna restart my exercise program. So it means I have to get up early because I don't exercise when I come home from work. I don't do it. So I have to get up early and do it. So I need to start going to bed earlier. So yeah, so I'm not gonna stay up too late tonight, and tomorrow I have to go to bed early and change my bedtime again. Because when I do that, then it works, but it's never, I have to exercise, and I really do need to. I just, I've been so off and on since my vacation, so I need to get back into it. So anyway, so this is Saturday, and I think that's it. So hopefully that went okay. We'll see. Tomorrow, as I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably not too much. So tomorrow's video might be shorter. I've not done very good short videos because I've talked a lot. But that's typical of me and my vlogs. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow.